Hello, everyone. Princess Casserole here, and I'm here with Miss Cindy, Jewelry Nurse, on our Top 5 Favorite show, and we have two amazing guests for you guys. Oops.
I'm here with Miss
Wasn't me this time.
on our
I
Top
don't
5
think.
Favorite show.
Yeah, I'm hearing an echo again. Yeah, that's weird. You make sure I don't have anything
Got
opened.
it. Somebody had the thing open,
Okay,
I
gotcha.
think. So I have two lovely ladies here with me, Miss Sandy and Thelma Thrift. I do have both of their channels and also Cindy's in the description below. I know I'm going to let them introduce themselves, but I know Sandy is really close to 1,000K subscribers, and I'd love to get her there. Right? How many do you need, Sandy? You're so close. I know you are.
Yeah, let me just go over there and check because it keeps changing. YouTube keeps taking subs away from me.
Yeah, I think it happens sometimes. I get that as well.
It says 986.
So
Okay, guys,
close.
surely we can get her 14 subs today. So type something into the chat. And if you are not subbed to Just Sandy, click on those little dots next to her name to the right-hand side and go over and sub to her today. That would be awesome if we could get her over to 1,000 before we get off air today.
Yes. And also, Thelma, I know you're close to 10K,
Yes, thank goodness.
which
Yeah,
is awesome. I can't wait till you hit that. I know you've
exactly.
been working really hard at this for a long time, and you have great content, and I can't wait until you hit it because it's well deserved.
Thank you, Carla. I appreciate it.
There's probably nobody in here that isn't subbed to you, but go ahead and type something into the chat if you can so they can go and sub to both you and Sandy.
Yeah.
It won't take you out of this chat, guys. You just have to X out once you sub, just X out of that box and you'll come right back in here. You won't even lose us.
So I'll introduce myself first, and then Miss Cindy can as well, and then we'll go to Miss Thelma. So I am Princess Casserole. If you guys don't know who I am, if you came here from someone else, I do a lot of jewelry jars, thrift hauls. I'm trying to do some more thrift with me. It's getting nice out, and hopefully I'll be able to do some yard sales and things too. Can't wait. I'm so jealous of all you guys where it's warm and you can start going to the thrift or the yard sales now. Um, so that's my channel. Hopefully you guys will subscribe to me if you're not. But either way, welcome. And Cindy, you want to say hi?
Quickly, yes. Hello, everybody. There's quite a few people in the chat. And if I have not yet said hello to you, I am saying hi now. I think I got everybody. Thank you, Louise, for joining us. And I am still really enjoying the jewelry that you sent me. I am been wearing pieces of it every day. There has been something in that box to go with almost every outfit every day. So I've been really enjoying it. It was a great box. Pretty much appreciate that like forever. Keeping it separate so I remember exactly who it came from, but I really love it. So thank you so much. And hi, the couple new people just joined us. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Lynn. And most of you in the chat, I think, already know me. My channel is Jewelry Nurse, and I kind of do about the same things that Carla, and I don't make jewelry like Sandy. I wish I did, but pretty much do the same things. I sell on Etsy, Poshmark, and I do jewelry unjarrings and auctions on my channel. And then I do the Girls Night In with Rebecca and then this show with Carla. So thank you everyone for joining us.
And Miss Thelma, you want to introduce yourself? And then we can get you to start, and then I'll go over to Sandy and she can introduce herself and start.
Okay, guys, I'm Thelma here on YouTube, Thelma Thrift. I do a lot of jewelry videos. I do hauls of all sorts, thrift hauls mostly, and ride-alongs and all that stuff. I've been on here a while, but it's kind of been a part-time thing for me. I do work full-time as a special education teacher. This is kind of my outlet, my fun. I enjoy it very much, and I'm very pleased to be on this show. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You look beautiful tonight, by the way, and I love that color of lipstick.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm not sure where to get started, but I think I'm going to start with the sentimental stuff, and I'll probably go. It was very hard to make this decision, but the one thing that I've always said was one of my favorite pieces, and it's not even mine. It's my son's university ring, and I have it because when we purchased it for him when he graduated from the University of Texas in 2004, it's 18 karat gold. It's gorgeous, and it was not something he particularly wanted. It was kind of something I felt he needed to have and deserved, and it was actually robbed from his dorm when he went to law school in Chicago from his apartment. It was replaced with insurance, so I'm kind of holding on to it for when he wants it back, which he's never really said he, misses it or wants it or anything. But it's just a wonderful accomplishment that my son did, and it just means the world to me to have it and to hold it for him and maybe for his son to have one day.
Yeah, one day he might decide he likes that. And I'm going through the same thing with my son right now. I want him to have it. He's getting ready to graduate on the 11th. Exactly. And I really want him to have a ring, but he doesn't think he needs one. But I do. I think it's more for the moms than them.
Exactly. But that's just a piece that's always, it just means so much to me when I see it. Then I have a lot of jewelry from when I was younger, like my Native American collections. This bangle is one that I've had since probably I was 18 years old. And they just, part of my collection. I see them and they remind me of my mother and, my first jobs and things like that. And here's another little beautiful turquoise ring that my mother got me for one Christmas. I think I was 16. And you just don't see pieces like this anymore. They're really rare.
Yeah.
They're just not, I don't know. They're kind of hard to find.
Yeah, I remember when you used to be able to, if you were traveling across country, there were places like that off of rest stops and freeways where you could stop and buy jewelry, like Native American jewelry. They would be sitting there making it, and you don't see those anymore.
And then this is another beautiful piece that I bought at a store that didn't even sell jewelry. They actually sold high-end clothing for men and women. And I just fell in love with this sterling piece. It reminded me of a sand dollar, and I used to live in a beach town. So it's the bracelet, and I think I went back about 2 weeks later when I got paid.
Those are awesome.
And bought the earrings that matched it. And they're just Hallmark sterling. They're just gorgeous. I love them. And this one I've often been told that it looks like a, Wonder Woman bracelet, but I adore it. I think it's so unique and different. Also a very old piece from my collections. More Native American pieces. This one is literally falling apart, and I should have sent it to my friend Vicky to restring it for me because it's probably 40 years old, and it's beautiful chips of turquoise and heishi beads. And it's actually two necklaces. One necklace holds 2 strands, and the other one is 1 strand. And we used to have a beautiful Native American store in the mall. Forgot what it was called, something Depot or something. They were all genuine pieces and just gorgeous.
Wow, that's a
I would spend my paychecks. I would spend all my paychecks on jewelry for sure.
That's awesome too that you pay, something you earned and paid for as well.
Yeah. And then of course we can see some of my James Avery. My husband has often missed the mark on jewelry when he would buy me gifts of jewelry, and he kind of gave up. But he bought me this one birthday, and I even thought it was really huge and big. But I fell in love with it later and started wearing it quite a bit. It's called El Sol. It's handcrafted from James Avery. And James Avery, of course, has a reputation here in Texas, well-deserved, because they just make really interesting, unique pieces. They're all hand-wrought and beautifully made. And so I have quite a collection, including my charm bracelet that has a lot of sentimental pieces in there. And that's basically what James Avery is. They've really targeted that market of, I guess, kind of a loyalty where they have an unbelievably tapped market of loyalty buyers because they can commemorate, everything from a first communion to a marriage to a baby. I have been lucky enough to find James Avery in bags quite a bit. This is one that I'm listing for $400, and I've seen it sell on Ruby Lane for about $600.
Oh yeah.
This is the cat motif. These are all different cat breeds. And they also
So
made
cool.
one.
That one, Carla.
They also made one with dogs, and the dog is the one I saw on Ruby Lane and on eBay selling very high. One of my subscribers said her son had bought her one in the 80s and she had never taken it off. So it was made in 82, I believe.
Can you quickly show them the charm on the James Avery bracelet that looks like the stamp so that people that aren't familiar with it?
Oh, okay, sure. This is,
recognize when they see it.
It actually says return to on the back, so you can engrave your phone number, your email, or something.
Oh, cool.
And this is their candelabra logo.
That's the stamp you want to look for on your James Avery pieces.
Yes, and often it will just say Avery Sterling. So there's the only thing you will never see is where it's made, because it's made in Texas. You'll never see made in Thailand or anywhere else because they're made in Kerrville, Texas, I believe.
Nice.
So that's the logo there. And then, well, Sandi has made some incredible jewelry, and I'm lucky enough to own quite a bit of it. Not as much as some people, but I love the ring she made here with the ribbon turquoise. It's amazing. I got it at the MSP auction. And then she gifted me this beautiful opal that she also made that I adore.
Wow.
That's
Absolutely
cool.
love it with a diamond tip there.
It's got a nice brutalist type style to it. I like it.
Yeah. And subscribers have been so wonderful to me and sent me beautiful gifts. Guillermo sent me a stack of rings, including this beautiful marcasite, huge, almost a whole finger is covered there. Guillermo sent me that. My friend Elizabeth at Makeup Zombie has gifted me wonderful things. She gave me this blue jasper Wedgwood ring for Christmas. I didn't even know what Wedgwood or jasper was. I looked it up and it's just so beautiful. She gave me that. She also has gifted me some beautiful James Avery pieces. She gave me the Primavera Cross. I don't know why I'm not finding it right now. It was here a minute ago. But she gave me that cross. Here it is. I think she gave me this not too long ago. This is also a James Avery.
Love that one.
Depiction of the spring there.
That's cool. That looks like a heavy piece.
And it comes in different sizes. They make it in a smaller version. So that's a really pretty piece. My friend Jude gifted me this gorgeous piece that she actually found in a zombie bag. And this is she actually sent me the listing from eBay here.
Wow.
The item sells for $200 and something.
Jeez.
It's a beautiful bronze. It's called the Antique Brass Enamel Via Crucis Via Lucis Catholic Religious Metal Pin, selling for $295. And she found it in a zombie bag, and she thought I would love it, and I do. It's amazing. It's enamel. It's got crowns and fleur-de-lis, and it's just so beautiful. I love it.
Do they still make brass pieces now?
I don't know who even made this, actually.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying it was a James Avery piece. Okay.
No, this is an old Catholic metal
vintage,
piece.
right?
But James Avery does make 14 karat gold brass as well, and copper. And Jude has also gifted me this beautiful Tiffany, which is gorgeous. Beautiful. And what else? Oh, my friend Vanessa sent me an entire box load of jewelry. She's so generous and wonderful.
Wow, nice.
That entire jewelry box is full of stuff Vanessa has sent me. And one of the most beautiful things she ever sent me was this beautiful pink pearls and rose quartz, and just such a beautiful sterling piece. She is so generous and so wonderful. And she loves pink. So I don't know how she gave it up. I don't know how she managed to give it up, but she did.
Yeah, that would have been tough. That's a gorgeous piece.
Another wonderful subscriber from Australia sent me this turquoise, and I think I showed it to Sandi once. It's a really deep blue turquoise, and it's got a scarab.
Oh, that's
really
cool.
Gorgeous. And she sent me a box load of jewelry too, just beautiful pieces. But this is one of the most memorable from that collection that she sent me. Really pretty. Very different chain on that. And oh, I'm also wearing a piece that I bought from Sandi. And I want to say about Sandi because she's so creative. And I learned about her on MSP. I was on vacation in Corpus when I think it was the first time she was on there. And she made this gorgeous piece. And I had bad Wi-Fi. I was in a hotel with bad Wi-Fi, and I was kicking myself because I had to have it. But I did manage to win this beautiful piece. And this is where I first learned about Sandi and her talent. And I just adore it. I just think it's so different and so unique. And
yeah, I love that.
Telling her, she just, you know, she just exceeds every time she gets in that shop. She exceeds herself again.
Yeah,
I love that one on you.
Thank you.
So nice.
Thank you. And here's another little pretty James Avery that Elizabeth gifted me. It's gold in the middle and sterling accent.
Oh, I like that.
It's a tiny little petite cross by James Avery. And I put it on a gold chain, though she did send it with the James Avery chain. But I gave my husband the chain because it was really long and he needed it for another cross. So that's pretty much, I mean, I have a few other things. The Australian subscriber also sent me this gorgeous piece, which we've never really identified. I don't really know what the stones are, but they are sterling. It is set in sterling.
That's
They
cool.
almost look like they could be rubies. They're kind of, are they?
I think it's ruby and emerald.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. She sent me beautiful pieces and just complimented me on the channel and other people that do jewelry and how much she enjoys it.
Oh, wow,
So,
that's a beautiful piece.
yeah, here's a really nice piece I just found at the Goodwill, and it's that spider web turquoise that Sandi has schooled us about.
Yeah, I love
Nice.
that one.
Love
Yes.
that one. And I think that's about it. Oh, of course, I do have some more sentimental. My sister gave me this beautiful gold coin, the 22 karat gold coin, not too long ago. She gave me that. I love the coins.
I remember when those were very popular. I don't remember what year, but I kind of remember them from like 70s, 80s, somewhere around there.
And the Krugerrand and all of that. Yeah. My dad used to have a Krugerrand. Yes. And then I've showed this one before. This is a really sentimental one that my late niece owned because I bought it for her. It's a little pearl in a cage there. And when she passed away at 19 from meningitis suddenly, my sister wanted me to have it back. So I love wearing this. When I wear it, it brings back a lot of good memories of her.
That's pretty.
Yeah. And I think that's probably most of the stuff I wanted to show. Oh, did you guys see this one that I found not too long ago out of a jar?
I remember seeing you pull that one out.
Really cool.
It's got pearls and some kind of blue stone that I can't describe. I don't know what it is. It isn't sterling. I think someone said Chalcedony or whatever.
Yeah.
Sydney.
Chalcedony. I always say it wrong.
Put it on your finger. I want to see what it looks like on.
It takes up 3 fingers, so it has to be worn. It has to be worn alone, pretty much, and to the back because it kind of rests.
Oh, I think that looks really
that.
cool. I love that. That is awesome.
I think that is so cool.
Yes, it is.
It could double as a weapon.
That's what I think. It almost looks like I could fling it across the room or something, doesn't it? And I do have Tiffany. I found a lot of Tiffany before. This is one of them. The little Return to Tiffany bracelet. Some of this stuff in my other videos. I found this 18 karat gold diamond key that some of my astute subscribers helped me identify the chemical mark of AU as gold. So it's really pretty. It's got some diamonds, and I already had a white gold chain.
Nice. So
that was a good find on some of these jars. All right, one more, then I'll let Sandi do beautiful stuff. This is another one from my childhood days. I call them my childhood days because I didn't have bills, and I spent all my money on jewelry. And I bought this beautiful 50-strand liquid silver.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, love that. Vicky has one similar to that. I can't remember how many strands, but she's got one like that is really cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, my mother didn't charge me rent So I was able to spend that money on jewels. But that's about it. I believe this was such fun. Thank you guys so much for asking me to come in here.
Of course. Thanks for coming on. You know what? Silver looks so nice with your hair. Like it
I
just,
think it gets
you
lost.
wear silver so well.
Oh, I didn't show you the coral. That's another one from the childhood days. The
That's
liquid silver with
beautiful.
coral.
I have a piece, a pair like that don't have the beads. It's just the exactly like that, but without the beads.
Mm-hmm. Those all came from that wonderful store that I used to live in, either to buy or just to go visit my beautiful children that I wanted to own. All those pieces of Native American jewelry that were there. But
Thank you so much, Thelma. And if you jump off, she's going to help make up zombies. Some people were asking what a zombie bag was because it probably sounds weird if you don't know.
She sells the grab bags usually at the end of her show. She offers some jewelry bags, and she often makes them herself. And like I said, this one, I believe she made it herself, and then Jude got it, and Jude thought I would enjoy it, and it turned out to be a pretty valuable piece, and I love it.
That's awesome.
Nice. I've gotten a couple of really nice pieces in a couple of her zombie bags too.
Yeah. So again, I appreciate it. I can't wait to see what Sandi shows us. I'll probably watch it again in the replay. But I enjoy all of Sandi's jewelry. I just wish I had a bigger paycheck.
Me too. We all do, I think.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Thelma. Like I said, if she pops off, that's why she's going to help Miss Elizabeth make up zombie. But thank you so much.
Thank you, Thelma. Really appreciate it. I am going to send a little thank you gift in the mail to you. I try to do that with all of our people who come on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Miss Sandi, and by the way, I am also here, I'll show you guys, wearing the piece that Miss Sandi gave me. And somebody noticed and they said, oh, did somebody make that? And they really liked it when I was out wearing it the other day. So,
oh, cool.
And I found a nice chain for it because I thought it needed something.
Yeah.
Something nice.
That was actually the first thing I said when she came on is, oh, I like that necklace you're wearing.
Yeah, so thank you. I wear it a lot. I like it a lot, and people notice. So
cool. Well, I'm glad you like it. That makes me feel good. You know, that people enjoy the jewelry that I make.
Yeah, it's awesome. Makes people smile, and people, you know, because you spend the time doing it, and I just think I love anything that somebody puts that much effort into.
Is there anybody in the chat right now who has not, or listening, that has not yet subscribed to Sandi? She is just a few viewers away from her 1,000 subs. So if you are not familiar with her, we'll have her type something in real quick. Click on the dots next to her name and please go and sub. She does some really good videos. She does silversmithing live. She'll make a piece and take you guys through the steps as she makes it, and then she auctions it on Friday nights, and occasionally you'll actually auction it right when you finish, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, some really beautiful stuff. You saw, you know, the stuff that Sandi showed, and Carla will show you her necklace. But if you are not subbed to her, please go and sub. Let's try and get her over 1,000 before we get off the air today.
Yeah, and you had some great auctions the other day, which was your friend's mother's pieces. They were beautiful.
Yes. Yeah, they were stunning, and we still have quite a few more.
Oh, really? So maybe in the next one you'll throw in a couple pieces.
Yeah. Friday night we'll have some more. There's some Zuni inlay that are just stunning, just gorgeous. You know.
I'm definitely going to have to get off the show early that night so I can come in.
Yeah, she had some beautiful pieces. They really were classic.
And they're all vintage.
Sorry, I missed that.
His mother started collecting back in the 50s. So they're from probably the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Nice. My
Deep
favorite
pieces.
era for jewelry actually is that time period. I kind of like the 40s through 70s on jewelry, so I will definitely have to go watch the replay on it. But yeah,
Yeah.
please run over there now. Type in hi real quick, Sandy, and then
Thank you, Paige. Paige just subscribed.
and
Appreciate it.
run over there and give her a sub, guys. How many away are you? I think like what, 12, 13, something like that.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, so let's get
Very,
her
very close.
1,000 today.
Yeah, don't ask Carla to do math.
So go ahead and tell them about your channel. Tell them everything you do.
Well, I'm JustSandi, because what you see is what you get. You know, I'm JustSandi. I don't put on any airs or claim to be anything that I'm not. I started silversmithing in 1976. I'm old. Yes, I am. And I'm self-taught because at that time there was no internet, there was no YouTube, there was nothing. I was able to sit down with some friends of a friend of mine and watch them silversmith for about 6 hours one day, and I went out and bought silver and equipment, and then I melted a hell of a lot of silver. I mean, I melted everything I touched, and just could not get it. Could not get it. And I've shared this one other time, and I probably it's because it's Cindy and Carla. I will share this with you guys. There is a scripture in Exodus 31 that it says, the Spirit of the Lord was given in all manner of workmanship, in gold and silver and stone. This was when they were beginning to rebuild the temple for the Ark of the Covenant. And I'm going to get geflim. Anyway, I said, God, it's the same Spirit. I have that Spirit. We all do. And I stood on that scripture, and what you see today is a product of that scripture. So anyway, I melted a lot of silver. I finally got it. Then I taught myself how to work in gold. And as I would see things and want to get an idea and want to do something, I'd buy another piece of equipment. And I started cutting stones, and I started doing this and that. And it just sort of blossomed from there. And so I guess I'm going to be a disappointment to you guys because I don't have a bunch of jewelry, because as soon as I make it, it goes out of the shop. So I do have a few things for you, though.
Good.
I'm not going to be a total loser, but this piece here, the guy needed money, and he brought it to me. And let me see if I can click on me so I can see this. There we go.
Thank you, Debbie.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I tested it, and it's 22 karat gold, and it's marked Italy. It's a bracelet, but this is a very dark green jade.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think I'll ever get rid of this piece.
That's a beautiful piece.
It just,
Wow.
I've never seen anything like it. And I just love wearing it. So that's a piece that I didn't make, but I'm still going to keep.
Yeah.
That's like a once in a lifetime kind of find. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And I didn't have a whole lot of cash, and I felt bad about it. And And since I'm not going to sell it, I'll tell you guys what I paid for it. I paid $50 for it.
Oh, wow.
Because that's all the cash that I had in my pocket. So yeah, that was kind of a once in a lifetime find. And so I have two of my favorite stones. Now, both of these stones are sold to a customer, and I have not sent them yet. So you guys get to see them. This is an 8-carat opal. And
oh, I can see a lot of flash in it.
Oh yeah, it's a magnificent stone.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's Ethiopian opal. And then one of my all-time favorite pieces of turquoise. I've had this stone, and this is sold also. Oh gosh, I think I've had this stone for 10 or 15 years. And it's a piece of Sleeping Beauty nugget.
Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
can you guys see how big that is?
Oh, yeah.
This stuff just doesn't exist anymore.
The matrixing in that is beautiful too.
Yeah, you just can't find Sleeping Beauty this size.
And it's a cool shape.
Yeah. So let me see. I gotta.
You cut your own stones too, right, Sandy?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Do you have
that's
any
good.
plans for that, for making anything with it?
Pardon me?
Do you have any plans to do anything with that stone for yourself?
I've drawn up a design for this. Yes. For a pendant with coral with it.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
But when you make it, you definitely need to show that one to film it. I'd love to see what you do with that. It's a gorgeous stone.
Okay. And then you guys have all seen this, but I actually cleaned it up for you. So you probably will never see this ring. This is my signature piece.
I love that.
I will do. You wear that one, right?
Polished it up and cleaned it up. This is 14-karat gold, sugilite, and Australian opal. I don't know if we can get we can get the opal to flash a little bit.
Yeah, you can see it. It's liking it.
You see how beautiful that inlay is, guys? She does some beautiful inlay work.
Those colors look really nice together too. The purple with it brings out kind of the purple flash in the opal.
Yeah,
purple
those
and pink
hues that you don't see much in the opal. You can, it brings that out.
Well, it was. You guys want to hear a story behind this ring?
Oh, well, yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. You're a good storyteller, Sandy. I like it.
Yeah.
I was in Tucson at the show, and that was when you could actually make it through 99% of the show. So I was wandering around, and I came to this one vendor that had a scrap bucket of sugilite, which this is sugilite from South Africa. And I'm looking through this bucket, and this piece of sugilite stood out because it doesn't show up on YouTube, but it's kind of a raspberry color. It's a kind of a more red than purple. So I picked out this piece along with, still looking through her deal. And we talked for about 45 minutes, and I said, well, how much do you want for this piece? And she goes, just take it. So I got it home, and I had this mounting that I had planned to put this piece of sugilite in. And I realized that the mounting was bigger than the piece of sugilite. So I grabbed a slice of opal stone that I had and inlaid it along with the sugilite. So that's how that design came up. It was because the sugilite stone was too small.
That was actually a blessing because it looks beautiful with the opal inlaid in it.
Yeah, because it's still like simple kind of, but super elegant, you know, so he kind of kept that.
Yeah. So, and for the fifth piece, that is a piece that I have not yet made, guys. It's coming. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. It might turn into my favorite piece. But I think I still got one more spectacular piece in me.
Okay, so you have a design you can show us, or what? Is there a stone going in it?
Well, yeah, I actually have the opal that I cut this off of. I still have that stone. And I've been picking it up and looking at it and twisting it around to see, because opal doesn't come with this side up. Doesn't have an arrow on it. You have to look at it and see which side you can get the most color out of. So I just keep picking it up and rolling it around and asking it what it wants me to do with it. And I think that it's a pretty good sized piece. So I think that something pretty spectacular is going to happen with that. And it'll probably be done at 14 or 18 karat gold. So, and then I have a lot of opal that I brought back from Tucson this year that is the Ethiopian opal.
Weren't you working with a pink Peruvian opal recently?
Yes. Yes.
I really liked that one. That was gorgeous.
Yeah, I have quite a bit of that material still left. My gosh, I'm getting subs, guys.
Yeah, you're getting close, Sandy.
Guys, keep subbing. If you're not yet subbed, please go and sub. We're trying to get her over 1,000. She is just a few subs away.
Yeah, it looks like you need 5 more.
Yeah. So,
wow. Guys, thank you so much.
if you have to get your poodle or your aunt or your nephew to sub, please sub so we can get her over 1,000. That would be
great. I keep getting up there, and then YouTube comes along and I'll lose 20 subs. And then I'll build it back up, and then YouTube comes along and takes another 20 subs away. I'm going, what the heck? You know, I don't understand.
Debbie, if you wish to purchase from Sandy, Sandy commissions pieces, but she also does auctions on her channel, JustSandi, at on Fridays. At what time do you start on Fridays, Sandy?
7 Central.
7 Central. So yeah, you can buy from her auction. Just email her, put your email in if you get a chance there, Sandy. Just email her your channel name if it's different from your email, if it's different from your username, and you just need address and PayPal so you can invoice. Or what do you need, Sandy?
Yeah, I need their PayPal. Frances has got it. She put it in for me. Thank you, Frances.
Frances is quick at that.
And Adam put your channel in too.
Great. Thank you.
Guys,
Thank you guys. I appreciate that.
Let's get her there.
I know. 4 more now.
I watch everybody kind of zoom by me, but you know, I don't think of saying, okay, hit thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit it. I just go on and I do my thing, and then I get off.
Well, that's why you need people like, you know, when Thelma comes on, she's amazing. I really do think Thelma's probably the best salesperson that I have ever come across.
Yes, she is
very good at it.
Yeah, incredible. I just I am so blessed to have her helping me out with my auctions on Friday night. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but I got her.
Well, that's why if you guys don't check out her her sales video that she's been doing, this A-list series on Sundays, you know, sometimes we have our show, so I don't always catch it live, so I'll go and watch the replay, but she's got some great tips on there for anyone who's a reseller. She's got it down. Yeah,
she is she's just a phenomenal lady.
And I'm not nearly as good at that part of the promotion and all of that stuff. I suck at it too, Sandy. So
Yeah, I feel so strange trying to promote myself. It just doesn't, it's not in me. I'm not one of those that's, going, hey, look at me, I'm wonderful, I'm great. That just goes against every fiber of my being,
I think people notice though when you just are yourself sometimes. So the people that you get that will sub and stay there, Sandy, they'll be there because of you, and so sometimes I think when people blow up, I wouldn't want to do that either, where you get like a whole bunch, because then that's when you get the trolls and the nasty people and not the people that are there because they really like your content and they want to connect.
Yeah. Well, I think we have just a wonderful bunch of ladies and gentlemen that are in our little group. Like Cece's auction coming up, that, everybody has donated. Francis donated some pieces from my auction last Friday for Cece's auction. We all pitch in
Sandy,
to help each other
onto those too, rather than sending them to me, because you're going to come on to auction off your piece, right? So just auction hers pieces, so you don't have to mail them to me, and we waste more money with shipping. So
yeah, that's what I thought I would do. And guys, I'm going to make a one-of-a-kind handmade piece for Cece's auction also, so that we can get her at least a down payment on a vehicle to get around.
Yeah, something reliable and safe anyway. And also Walter, let's see, Walter says his goal, he's trying to get to 100. So Walter, leave a comment there in the chat again there, and please go and subscribe to Walter and check out that channel too, so we can get them to 100. Yeah, right there, just left a comment. Walter Smeed, I think I'm saying it correct. Yes, it is a wonderful
Okay, let me pop over there and subscribe to that channel. And
looks like you may have hit it, Sandy.
Really?
Yeah, double check.
Okay.
All right, that would be so awesome. So apply for your thing really quickly. So
I think as soon as you hit it, even if you go down, I think you're still good. I think that's how it works.
I think it's only if you go down and stay down. But if you're that close, they're not going to snag it from you. Yeah.
Let me refresh.
19th
refresh.
The auction is May 19th, and I was just working at a time with Dwayne is going to be the auctioneer.
For Cece's?
Yeah, for Cece's auction, and I think we're going to also Rebecca.
You got it right.
Share dance.
Yay! Thanks, everybody.
Share dance. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. We hit 1,000. Wow.
Very
nice.
nice.
You guys are the best.
So awesome.
That's awesome. I'm glad you could hit it while you were on our show. That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, guys, thank you so much for helping me out. Wow.
Well, thanks for coming on. I know everybody wanted to see what you had too.
Nice.
So I'm curious.
It humbles me to think that there are 1,000 people out there that want to see me. And I'm nothing special. I'm just Sandy.
It's the name. Well, what you do is very creative, and this community loves jewelry, obviously. So to be able to see how some of that is actually made, I mean, that's like really cool, because you don't know. Before I started watching some of your videos, I had no idea how some of that stuff was done.
Yeah, so it's fun seeing behind the scenes of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this as I get things unpacked, we're going to go into casting and making the waxes, making the molds, seeing how things are really produced in the jewelry world. So it won't be just fabrication like it has been for these months. It will be even more in depth.
Oh, I can't wait.
So,
Hi, Hedwig. I have noticed too that since you've gotten out of the war zone and you seem, oh, very nice, Carla. You just got a thanks, Adam.
Oh, thank you, Adam. That's awesome. I
Yeah,
appreciate
so
that.
nice. I can't wait to give you your first one, Sandy. So let us know as soon as you're approved. And
oh man, yeah.
That's so
But
awesome.
I have really noticed since you got out of there and have gotten settled in your new place that your creativity is just flowing. You are more relaxed, smiling more, and it shows in your work. Your work is just going over the top, getting so intricate.
I think so too.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, not that it was bad before, but you can just tell that it's flowing, that you just seemed more relaxed, and it just seems to come to you easier now.
Well, there was a little bit of duress, thinking that there was a bullet that might come through the trailer. You know, it was just, yeah.
You can tell the difference that you're not stressed out like you were, and
yeah,
the ideas seem to be endless now.
My favorite piece is the one that April Bougie Bear Vintage got from you. That was the koala.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I still think about that one. I'm jealous of April for that one.
Yeah, the carved opal with the frame around it. Yeah, that was a very nice piece also.
Show us the piece that you're wearing, Carla. Carla's wearing one of her pieces. Let's enlarge it so we can see that. See the detail on it.
And I think this one was, this is pink druzy, right?
Yeah, that's a cobaltium calcite druzy and pink sapphires.
Yeah, I love this piece.
Gorgeous.
It's definitely, a lot of yours are definitely things like people notice, you know?
That piece is kind of reminiscent of the kind of what I was wanting you to do when I send you the pearls, Sandy. Is that kind of a piece just only strung with pearls?
Uh-huh.
Something like that would be perfect that way.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, Cindy is sending me a whole bunch of pearls for me to put pendants on. So I think we're gonna probably get started on that. And
yeah, that box is going out. I finally got my husband to take that box down off the shelf for me, that heavy one. And I did find some druzy the other day too. I'm going to send you as kind of a silver gray druzy, but really pretty. But yeah, I finally got him to take that box down. So I'm going to send you a little bit of everything so you can just go crazy with it.
And then in Nevermore Antiques, John, I got some jewelry from him from the MSP auction, I think. And I got this piece of amber. Can you guys see how large that is?
Beautiful.
It's huge, but it's set in brass. So I'm gonna try and get this out without damaging it and do something with this piece of amber.
Ooh, that's such a cool shape.
Yeah, that would make a beautiful pendant or something. I think I would be more comfortable with it on a pendant than a ring. The ring is nice, but I would be more banging it up, wearing it as a ring.
You know, it really stands up there as a ring.
Beautiful, and it looks like it's got some inclusions in it too.
Yeah, yeah.
I love amber. Amber is one of my favorites.
Me too, because you think about how old is that bug? I mean, that bug has been in there for thousands of years. It's like, wow.
And it's just such a wonderful shape. You know, it's just a very soothing shape. So I'm going to take it out of this setting and put it into something. I don't know what. It hasn't told me yet.
I like the color of it. The color is really cool.
Yeah, I like this color of amber the best. So
do you ever, because I know what I do sometimes when it comes to making art or making jewelry, sometimes I get intimidated by what I have, and I don't want to like ruin it. Do you ever get like intimidated? You want to do justice to something?
I used to. And I turned myself around by thinking, I don't have to make one spectacular piece. If I do a couple pieces of work a week, there will be something in that body of work that's spectacular. So it takes the burden off of me, and I can just let it flow and do what comes to me when I'm holding a stone or thinking about somebody, and there's no pressure. It's like, I don't have to have this spectacular. Maybe the next one will be
Or perfect. Yeah, like exactly perfect.
Yeah, I think when you take that pressure off of yourself, you end up creating something spectacular because of the simplicity of it. By trying to overdo it, it may get too busy, and just keep it simple, and then it usually comes out spectacular.
Well, one of my favorite sayings is that you can turn a car that's moving much easier than you can turn a car that's standing still. In other words, move one direction or the other, move. And the universe, God, higher power, whatever you want to call it, can then direct you which direction to go. But if you're stagnant, it's going to be very hard to turn you because you're not going anywhere.
Right.
So do something, even if it's just a little bit. Do something. Do a sketch, one sketch a day. What? No big deal. It takes me 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Do a sketch. Do a sketch. Put a piece of glue on a paper and slap another piece of paper on it. Do something.
All right.
And
you're gonna inspire me to do something, Sandy. I'm gonna make something this week. I have all these wonderful little pieces, but I get so overwhelmed by it because I don't, like I said, I don't want to do it. You know, I don't want to ruin it. So, but then I don't do anything.
Okay.
Always redo it, right?
Carla, what would happen if you did ruin it?
Nothing, because it's just sitting there. Nothing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's total mental. Like it's just sitting there right now in my craft room doing nothing.
Redo it. If you don't like it, redo it. When you put it together and you'll figure out what you don't like about it, change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think your channel does inspire people like to get out and do things too, because I think it's really important to be creative as people.
Absolutely.
I hope so, because I mean,
brain.
That would be what I would want to impart to people, other than teaching them silversmithing, is to go. I believe everybody's creative. I don't believe that there is anybody that is not creative. You just have to find what it is you're creative at. It may be talking to people.
Yep.
Guys, that's creative. That's creative. It might be
learning languages.
Somebody else. It might be whatever. You know, cutting up cardboard, putting it together. I mean, I've seen some incredible artists that have taken basically trash and made treasures out of them.
Yep.
You know, egg cartons and stuff that was going to go to the landfill, and all of a sudden they took it and it was magnificent. So just move, guys. Do something. You know, I mean, if this old lady can get up out of a bed and start silversmithing again, you guys can do it. I know you can. I know you can.
YouTube, getting into YouTube, into this community kind of inspired you to start producing again, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I was depressed and hurting and just my days were laying in bed because I hurt. And I found YouTube and started getting into the resale community. And then they, you know, with my big mouth, I told them I was a jeweler, and you know, the rest is history.
You weren't going to get away with that, right?
You know, and it really did get me off my ass. Can I say ass on your channel?
I don't usually swear, but you know.
Oh, okay.
But one swear word's okay. I always tell my daughter, you know, because that's the thing. So if you guys hear me swear, that's when you get scared. Because I always tell my daughter, you reserve swear words for when you really, really mean it. So that's why, you know, if you guys hear me dropping F-bombs, you know, somebody really made me mad.
Same here. When I start using that, somebody needs to vacate because, yeah, you made me very mad when I start throwing that word around. And
I always say too, Sandy, so I think there might be somebody that connects just to you, you know, because we do have a large community now, and there's somebody out there for everybody who you can enjoy watching their channel, you know.
Yeah.
So there might be somebody who connects with, because you have an awesome backstory too. You have a very colorful past. You show your dogs. You do all kinds of cool things. So, you know, it's not just about one thing that we can connect over, you know.
She's done some amazing things in her life for sure.
And I think it's brave of you to share that stuff with us. And
yes,
you know, because we do put ourselves out there, and I think people don't always realize that when you get nasty comments or something, that like, we don't have to do this. I'm doing this because I like to do this, and I like to connect with people, you know, so it's not something we have to do. So when you hurt my feelings, it's like, that's not nice. Like,
I mean, there was a time a little while ago that I really did want to just pack it up and say, forget it, you know. But there were so many people that were encouraging and saying, no, you know, we enjoy your channel. We enjoy watching you. You're like a train wreck. We can't turn our eyes away. You know, so I hung in there, and I'm really glad I did.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too, because the community, it would have been a loss to the community. Let's see, Debbie, we have had a couple questions. Debbie Kendall, we were talking about John from Nevermore Antiques. She was interested in who that was. What can you tell us about John?
John is in Missouri, and I believe he just got a brick and mortar building. But John has wonderful access to auctions. And guys, if you're not subscribed to his channel, please do. Nevermore Antiques. The guy is a wealth of knowledge. We're totally on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to political views, but we love each other, you know, and that's the great thing about being in this community. We don't always have to agree, you know. We can agree to disagree.
Just respect each other. That's all that matters.
That's it, you know. And he's now got a brick and mortar building that he's working on, and that guy has access to some of the coolest stuff.
And he does find some really, really interesting things.
If you ever get a chance to buy one of his jewelry jars, don't hesitate to do it, because you will not be disappointed. You will not be. I've got a cameo that I got out of this same jewelry jar that I got this ring that I'm going to mount. And it's just, it's pink, and it's just spectacular. It's gorgeous. So I think I'm going to put it in probably 14 karat gold. But John's jewelry jars, he has no idea about jewelry.
No.
He just gets it, puts it in a jar, and sells it. So, you know, you can have all sorts of wonderful things in there.
Okay, so try the link I just put in. That should take you to
John's channel.
His videos. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, he's really a good guy, and you can ask him questions. He'll get back to you. He reads his comments.
Yeah, he's
You
very
know,
passionate.
he's passionate about people.
Hmm.
You know, he loves people, so he cares about the community, which is delightful. You know, so yeah, check him out, please.
Yeah, well, I did subscribe to you, and hopefully some other people went and subbed to you too. But yes, it's welcome to the community. There are some fantastic people here, and everybody helps everybody. So, yep, just jump into those chats. Just make yourself known. People will open you with or welcome you with open arms.
Let's give Adam a shout out too.
Oh yes, Adam. Adam is in. Adam, if you say something real quick. If you have not subscribed to Adam, Adam has a great channel too. Go and subscribe to Adam.
There's Adam.
Yes, yes,
Oh
he's
yes,
so
thank
very
you
helpful
for
to all
reminding
of
us of
us.
that, Adam. Vicky's going to be on MSP on the 11th, so don't miss that, guys. She's going to have some amazing things, and I'm going to actually share a video later of some of the stuff that she gifted me. I'm going to go live and share the rest of that later on this evening. So I want you to see the quality of the stuff that she's selling, so that when you because I know her camera work, sometimes she struggles with that lighting and camera work. So when you go to MSP, if we don't have that straightened out by then, you can buy with confidence that what you're getting is going to be very good quality.
So do you have any last words, Miss Sandy? I want to thank you for coming on, and you're
Well,
welcome on any other time. You get 5 more items, we'll have you on.
I'm humbled that you guys thought that I was worthy to come on your show. I really am. That, you know,
Better. Who better?
Yeah.
sorry that I don't have, 5 spectacular items, but you know what, guys? I'm going to be on MSP the 22nd of June. So I'm going to start making items for the MSP auction. So
Okay, we'll have you on just before you auction all those off. Show us the necklace that you're wearing.
I know, I was just thinking that too.
let me just take it off.
That's long. You didn't even have to unclip it.
Pieces?
Hmm?
Is this one of your pieces?
No, it's not.
Okay.
That's why I didn't really.
That's pretty though.
Oh,
Isn't that gorgeous?
And the liquid silver chain too. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing. She
Probably
showed,
about 20 or 30 strand.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Sandy knows her turquoise very well. Whenever I can't really identify it, she's the person I send it to, a picture to, and she can almost always not just tell me whether it's turquoise or not, but where she thinks it came from.
But I probably will auction this one off after Kent, finishes
that one. That one looks great on you.
Is that one of his mother's pieces?
No.
Oh.
I don't want to take away from his auction, so I'll probably wait until we finish. We'll probably auction off for the next 2 or 3 weeks. A few pieces every time. Can you guys hang on for a second? Let me see if I can find the.
I think you need to keep that cross you're wearing. That one works for you.
Oh, here it is. It's right on top.
I know, it matches your glasses well.
Yeah, it says, yeah, that one has your name on it.
Okay, this is the Zuni piece that I was referring to.
Oh my goodness, that is amazing.
Oh, wow.
Spectacular, guys.
Your auction?
Yeah, this is one of his pieces that he's going to auction.
The petite point one you had on the other day took my breath away too. That one does as well.
Yeah, the petty point. In fact, I have it right here also. If you guys want to see,
I was just like actually literally OMG when you put that one out there. I was so jealous, but
I have a pendant and some earrings that would go so well with that. So well. Okay, I'm going to have to jump on that one for sure. That's going to be this Friday?
Yeah.
The necklace.
Yeah,
the bracelet was already sold.
Kim bought this Friday night. This
She already bought it. Oh, too bad. I have the some earrings and a pendant that would go really well with that.
She got some great pieces. Kim got a couple of them.
Yeah,
that one is so gorgeous.
Probably come up next Friday, and I've got he's got more. I think at least one more Zuni inlay that's old
too.
So yeah, this piece just, it really took my breath away when I saw it. I went, oh my God. So
while I have you in the chat, Kim, I know you have some fabulous pieces that I've seen you buy, and it seems like you're collecting Native American, but how do you feel about coming on our show in the next couple of episodes and showing some of this stuff? We would love to have you. So email me and let me know, but would love to have you come on and share some of this stuff, the great stuff that you've been getting.
Sandi does auctions every Friday, Catherine. So if you subscribe to her channel, she does auctions every Friday.
And I usually make 2 or 3 pieces during the week that we auction off on Friday night.
Yeah, and not just the stuff that she makes, but she also finds a lot of other jewelry too, a lot of silver and vintage stuff that, you know, is more affordable for the people who, you know, can't afford the higher dollar, you know, custom made pieces. She does have affordable stuff in her auction. It's not all high dollar.
And yes, on YouTube. It's on her YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's on her channel. Yeah.
All right. Any last words then, Sandi? Other than that?
Thank you guys for getting me to 1,000. I really am humbled.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for allowing me the honor of being on your channel. I mean, this is great.
I haven't done that application yet. Go do it as soon as you get off. Go do that application.
Cindy, do you have any last words?
I don't. Just quickly to remind you guys that we are having the benefit auction for CC on the 19th. And I believe it's going to be, I think we're going to start around, depends on if I have to work that day or not, but we're going to start a little early, probably around 4, which would be about 3 Central Standard. I'm not sure the exact time. I'm working that out with Dwayne now, and it's probably going to be a fairly long auction because I do have a lot of pieces donated for it. Plus, I have several people that are going to come on and auction pieces, and I have purchased and pulled a lot of stuff to auction myself. And then I've also had people ask about that want to do monetary donations to her. So anybody who wants to do that can send it to my PayPal at JewelryNurse1@gmail.com. Be sure and leave a comment when you do that it is for CC auction so that I will put that in a separate fund. And anybody who needs a receipt, anything like that, I can get you whatever you want. But that would be great. Anybody who wants to do that, that would be awesome. CC is just very humbled at the response that we've been getting for people wanting to help her. And that's just how this community is, that anybody who needs help, hey, we're there. We'll do whatever we can for you. And, you know, it's easy to help raise money, funds, you know, when you can do that. That's something that's easy for us. So anybody who has that kind of need, just let us know. We'll do whatever we can. But we appreciate that. And I will at some point do a video to give you guys a preview of the items that I have here that are going to be in the auction. I've shown some stuff already that was donated by Mike from Roland Picker. and I will show you guys pretty much everything that I have here. Thanks, Vanessa. Everything I have here prior to that, so you can do any research or anything you want before you bid on anything. But that's pretty much all I have to say. And then I'll let you know on my channel. I don't know what our next episode of Girls Night In is going to be, but I will let you guys know on my channel as soon as we figure that out.
Great. And anyone, if you guys want to come on our show, this one, let Cindy or I know. You can email me, princesscasserole@outlook.com. I'll type it in too. Or Cindy, she can type her email in as well. I think it's a fun show. Everybody always seems to have fun, and we all drool over each other's wonderful top 5 items. So, and you don't have to have a channel if you you want to try to get on and do, view other people that are encouraging to get into it. I think hopefully this is a good place to start. But otherwise, thank you, Thelma. I know you jumped off because you're a great friend and you're helping Elizabeth make up Zombie. And thank you, Sandy, so much. I'm so excited for you that you finally hit your 1K.
Yeah.
And thank you, Cindy, for joining me. And we will see you guys in our next episode. And I think Cindy's going to go on later today. So
yeah, probably in about an hour I'm going to pop on. So just to show you the stuff from that Vicki friended me, so I can finish that off, and a couple of other pieces I haven't showed you yet, just a thrift haul. But thank you guys for all the great comments. That is very sweet of you to say. And yeah, I just can't tell you how much I appreciate all of you. You guys often cheer me up. I can be in the worst mood and get on live, and you guys just really turn my mood around. So I really appreciate that.
I agree. So
yeah, 100%.
Thank you guys, everyone, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.